Hello again and welcome to the latest newsletter video for you. You can see today I'm a little bit wrapped up for winter conditions and that's what I thought I'd present to you today, something about protecting yourself for winter and what we have to offer in the shop for you to help you get through the winter in terms of clothing. There's a lot of confusion out there about what you get for your money in terms of winter clothing and what it actually does for you. So I thought I'd just try and clear that up for you a little bit today. You'll notice that I'm wearing a winter top, which I'll go through in a second, but also I've got a snood on, which I know a lot of members know the benefits of already, but you lose a lot of heat out through your neck area here, so it's great for keeping you warm. In the current conditions, it also doubles up quite well as a face covering if you have to pop in the shop or pop in the garage on your way home to pick up some petrol. So very useful bit of kit, not a lot of money, probably something you should all have in your bag if you're intending to play through this winter. So let's start with some product then. Basically the prices range from around about £50 odd to £250 for winter garments. And I just want to run through what each one does different to the next and what you get when you pay more money for garments. So I'm going to start from the outside in. The first thing I've got here is a FootJoy waterproof jacket. So fully waterproof, but it offers nothing in terms of warmth for the winter. So a shell layer as we call it. If we open it up here, you can see that it's a single layer garment, and if you look closely here, all the seams in the garment have been sealed with a waterproof tape that's heated into place. So fully guaranteed waterproof, no moisture is going to get through that garment, and that's what that offers you. Now obviously waterproof garments range in price like everything else. So what do you get when you pay more money? Well, basically the FootJoy, great garment, £149, so it's not cheap anyway. But you can see that there's not a lot of stretch in this garment. There's a little bit of stretch, and the breathability of it will not be as big as some of the better brands, although again still very good product. So £149 buys you a single skin, fully waterproof jacket with guarantees. Not bad at all. So what's that difference between that and Galvin Green's offering at £250? £100 more, keeps the same amount of rain out. Again, similar construction on the inside. It is sealed, every seam is sealed, but this time we've got stretch technology and we've got Gore-Tex membrane. So they're the leading product in terms of waterproofness and in terms of breathability. So this will keep all water droplets out in form of rain, but vapour or your perspiration is allowed to escape through the garment. So a bit more comfortable to play in, not sweaty at all. And because of its stretchiness during play, it's just a bit more comfortable to play in. Galvin Green offer a lifetime guarantee of waterproofness as well for the life of the jacket. So you do get a little bit more for your £100, as well as the high quality garment that is made by Galvin Green. When water lands on a waterproof product, obviously you can see here that it just beads off and runs off, and it's not going to go through the garment at all. Okay, so that's your shell layer, no warmth, just pure protection from rain coming from above. Next we'll go to the other end of the spectrum and we'll start with our thermal garment. So this is a Galvin Green Insular. You can see it retails here for £99. They do start at £69 for the less fancy ones. But I'd like you to think of this purely as a replacement for an old-fashioned woolen sweater. Basically it's synthetic material, and it does exactly the same job as a sweater does in terms of catching air, you warming up with your body heat, and that's all it does. The added bonus over a woolen sweater is A, it's probably cheaper these days because wool's very expensive. Secondly, in terms of washing, you just chuck it in the washing machine, hang it up, and it's ready to wear again. There's no special temperatures, or you don't need to hand wash it or anything like that. So they're very, very easy to maintain. They're fully stretched because they're synthetic in every direction, so they're lovely to play in. And you can see I've got one of last year's models on today. It's about 8 or 9 degrees today out there, so it's perfect for a temperature like today when there's no rain predicted. However, when this gets exposed to water, it's going to have a problem. And if I show you here, if I put some water on this garment here, you can see that some of it, although the excess ran off there, you can actually see that within a couple of seconds it's fully soaked into the garment. So it's quite absorbent, not designed for rain at all because it will go straight into the garment. It also offers no windproof resistance whatsoever. So purely a warming garment, something which you can put layers on top of to keep the rain out, but great for keeping you warm. We've got a couple of price points in this field in the shop. This is the Ping clothing equivalent, obviously significantly cheaper at $59.95. Again, similar product, full stretch. They do men's and ladies in the shop we've got, and we've put the logo on the arm for the ladies, on the chest for the men. Okay, so that's what $59.95 buys you from Ping, $69.95 up to £100 from Galvin Green. The next phase is probably the most interesting to me, because these are products now which do more than one job. And this is a growing market, as we've found that people want to play golf more and they want to play in more conditions, but they don't necessarily want to put their full waterproof suit on just to keep warm. They want something in between. So let's start with something that's been popular over the last few years in terms of its design, which is a gilet. Makes a lot of sense in golf, keeps your body warm, leaves your arms free to swing, been very, very popular. This is this year's model from Ping, and at £75 represents a good bit of value for money. It's got padded quilted front to keep you warm. On the back it's fully stretch in four-way stretch, as we call it, in all directions, so it's lovely to play in. But the added bonus with this Ping garment is that it is water resistant. So the fabric has been treated and will last the lifetime of the jacket. So when we put water on here, it simply runs off. Okay, there's no absorbency factor in the garment at all, and that goes for the front, and even the cloth material on the back. Again, you can see the water is not absorbed by the garment, it literally runs off. So if a shower comes and you're in this, you're not going to have to rush to put your waterproofs on. You can actually withstand quite a lot of water coming down on that garment. Good value for money. Next, also from Ping, we have something which is similar to the Galvin Green Insular in that it's a fairly, it's a very warm garment. You can see on the inside here, if I show you, it's a very thick feeling fleece with a good handle. Got a bit of weight to it, this. And so it's a warming layer, replacement for the sweater, but also has the added bonus, if I can just show you, that now these are coming in with water resistancy. So water on here will literally run off. Okay, so, and that is going to be really handy if it's a day where not persistent rain, but just on and off. You can just keep playing and know that the water's not getting through to your skin and get you cold. So at $69.95, several colour options. We've put the logo on the arm to tie in with the zip colour, so quite a fashion piece as well. Great value for money. We've already started selling lots of these. This is a new product for this year, so I can see they're going to be very popular. In the same sort of area, here, I'm just going to show you something. These have been around before, but I haven't found a pair that I really like. But these are winter trousers, again by Ping. Ping Clothing has really impressed me this year. It looks like a normal pair of trousers, synthetic material, so no need to iron, just wash and hang. But they're thicker and heavier than a normal pair of trousers. On the inside, you might be able to see the fleece lining there. So that'll be next to your skin in the winter, which is really nice and warm. And also huge advantage this when it starts raining. Again, I don't know if you can see that, but the water is simply just running off the trouser. So a high level of water resistancy offered in a winter trouser. Not totally windproof, it's impossible to say that, but because of the thickness of the trouser and the fleece, that I've worn these, and the wind, you can't feel the wind going through to your skin when you're wearing them. So fantastic product. These come in at $89.95, so I think that's quite a lot of trouser for the money and a lot of performance. And if it saves you whipping in and out of your waterproof trousers just for a shower, then that's going to be a good deal. Okay, the last section here, we've got three sort of garments that do a similar thing but at very different price points. This is a company called Murray Golf that we just started dealing with last winter. They offer performance garments at a really good price, and the feedback on them has been excellent actually. I mean, this is a full zip jacket here for $89.95. You probably can't see, but it's a much thicker garment. It almost has a sort of a neoprene type feel to it. And on the inside again, you've got a full thick fleece there, if you can see the texture. So it's quite a heavy, substantial piece. It's fully stretchy in every direction here. And the added bonus of this garment is when it rains. So you can have it on for your warmth, you can have it on instead of your sweater, but then when it rains, you can see the water just runs off it. And this, we've had reports people wearing this for a whole round of rain, not torrential rain, but just persistent light rain, and it's been absolutely, they've been fully dry underneath. So for $89.95, fully stretchy, warm and water resistant. Has a lot of performance for your money there. Next we move on to our best selling item for the last 2 winters in the shop, and this is from Galvin Green. This is called the Interface. It comes in a full zip version as well if you wish, but we found the over the head is slightly better, slightly cheaper. It comes in at £159, so a little bit more than the others, but Galvin Green are, you know, the Rolls Royce of weather gear, so it's made to a really, really high standard. This is very different to the last one, and I don't know if it's going to come across on the camera, but it's much, much thinner. I mean, it folds up really, really small. It's a very thin piece of material. On the inside, you can probably see here, it's not a fleecy line feel at all. It's almost a soft rubberized feel, which gives it its lightness. It's a really, really stretchy garment in every direction, so it's lovely to play in. Now this is windproof. It keeps your temperature inside the garment because of the windproofness of it, but more importantly than anything else, the fabric itself of the whole garment is 100% waterproof. The only reason it doesn't get a guarantee is because the seams, as you can see here, are not sealed with that tape. They're normal sewn seams. And this saves an awful lot of money from the production process, which means they can be retailed at £159.95. If they were to seam seal these, they'd be £289 or something. So great price point. And this will really, really keep you totally dry unless it is torrential rain, in which case eventually during the round the moisture may get through a seam and then onto your garment underneath, but it's not going through the fabric in any way. So useful in the bag, they weigh nothing, they fold up to nothing. Just a great garment, and as I say, our best seller for the last 2 winters. Plenty of colour choices available. So if you want, we've even got demo product in the shop, so you can actually take one out on a round. We clean them in between, so there's no worries in the current conditions. So come and have a go if you want. And finally, I've got my new garment out this year from Ping, and you'll see that we're all wearing these in the shop as we've ordered them in for ourselves. This is called the Norse jacket, and again, multitask jacket, this one. This is full Primaloft, which is obviously the market leader in quilting for warmth and protection. And it's not only quilted on the upper chest on the front, but also the same area on the back, so where you feel the cold the most. So this offers a windproof panelling on the front and back down to halfway. Below that, the garment is fully stretchy in every direction, and inside is a good thickness of fleece, as you can see on the inside here, and it's got a bit of weight to it as well. So fully stretchy, warm, and seriously passes the waterproof test. So again, not waterproof, heavily water resistant, but as you can see here, as it's raining heavily on this garment, it just runs off. So lots and lots of products that cover lots and lots of jobs. It's just a case of knowing what does what. We'll help you with guiding you through the process in the shop of choosing something that might work for you. But I hope that's helped. I hope you get to keep playing golf this winter, and we look forward to seeing you in the shop. Thanks for listening. Bye now.